Dear students, in this video lecture, we'll talk about the case study of renewable energy resources integration. See, the whole video lecture, we are trying to study some of the projects, whatever the US-based countries they have taken up in integrating the renewable energy resources. One by one, we'll see that. See, American Electrical Power is one of the agency that is called as AEP, which is evaluating the feasibility of building a multi-state extra high voltage transmission project, which is in between the northern Midwest to support the development of renewable energy. Basically, it has its extra high voltage line of capacity 765 kV network, which is consisting of around 19,000 miles of transmission lines, which has the additional capacity of around 200 to 400 gigawatt of bulk transmission. It is also significantly increased the levels of wind energy in the overall energy portfolio. It is estimated that the cost of around $60 billion in 2007, the AEP is planning to invest in the renewable energy resources. Next, we'll see about the Cape Wind project. This project was proposed for offshore wind farm on Horseshoe Shoal in Nantucket Sound of Cape Cod, Massachusetts. These are all the cities of the US. This particular project basically concentrates on the power purchase agreement with the National Grid for 50% of the output. This is the next project, that is Southern California Edison, SCE. This project basically it is one of the electricity supply company. It is international subsidiary of Edison, international based the primary electricity supply company. It will give the power supply for maximum Southern California cities. It also provides 40 million people with electricity across a service territory of approximately around 50,000 square miles. So it is one of the largest electricity supply company which will give the power supply to more than 14 million peoples. And this particular Southern California Edison company is moving now towards the photovoltaic plants. It is trying to establish the photovoltaic plants as the price of the solar panels continues to drop, because as the US government has taken the initiative in developing the PV plants, so gradually the price of solar panels are continuously coming down, so which is in turn motivating the people to purchase the solar panels. Recently, the SCE, that is Southern California Edison company, has signed a contract for 239.5 megawatt project, which is provided by 20 small solar farms. A UK-based electricity company which is developing an electrical sports cars, which is very important, that gets its power from the wind turbines. So to break the British land speed record of 139 miles per hour in 2012. So as the book is developed long back, all the statistics, whatever we are giving, it is before the publication of the text. So as far as the textbook data is concerned, the UK-based company, electricity company, which is developing an electrical sports car in 2012 itself, and it is getting the power from the wind turbines. So that is the major concern, how the UK and US based companies are moving in utilizing the renewable energy resources and the integration of renewable energy resources to break the British land speed record. So because highest British land speed record is around 139 miles per hour, this new sports car, electric sports car, which is developed by the UK based electricity company, which is crossing that particular record. This is the next, that is IHS Market Emerging Energy Research. This is a research based company which is leading provider of research based analysis, which will also give the advice and support to the global renewable power industries. This IHS Market Emerging Energy Research studies are produced by a very talented, passionate team of energy research professionals with strong base of international, industry, analytical and educational credentials. Because this particular IHS Marketing Energy Agency, research agency, which is trying to develop the highly qualified, talented research professionals. They are trying to give the advice or analysis report, and they will also support the global renewable power industry. These studies will usually provide the clients with a rich resource of market intelligence. So now as intelligence is playing a vital role in industry, so we need a trained person to take over the issues so that we can resolve the points as early as possible. And market forecast is one of the most important condition. What is going on in the market, how to balance the load, everything that is very important. And competitive analysis, strategy review in the wind power, solar power, renewable power and clean energy industries. There all the market study is required, competitive analysis is required, and the strategy review of all the different renewable energy resources with market intelligence is very important. These all are done by a talented research professionals. With 45 wave and tidal prototypes slated for ocean testing this year as well as in the next year by the IHS Emerging Energy Research team, they says that the global ocean power market looks poised for the takeoff. So this particular agency is trying to motivate the wave as well as tidal energy, so that in the next era, the wave and tidal energy prototypes they are trying to develop by the highly talented the research professionals of IHS. Let us glance on the description of smart grid activity. So already we studied much about the smart grid activity and how the smart grid technology is created and how it is functioning and how it is supporting the transmission distribution networks also. So in this particular part, what we are trying to study is, we are trying to highlight on the two important ways that the smart grid technology creates a value in the transmission network. Those are, first one is the direct interconnection of large scale resources. What do you mean by this? See, basically what happens, the renewable energy resources which are in large scale, they are those all large scale resources are to be interconnected directly. So this is most important part in case of the integration. So once they integrate all these large scale resources, so that when grid is having a whole control on this particular point, so they can use the whatever the total electricity generated by all the resources, they can be supplied to the consumers very efficiently. So the first way that smart grid technology creates in the transmission network is the direct interconnection of the large scale resources. The second way is by using the remote sensing to increase the network capacity by improving the flow management. How? Usually what happens is, the remote devices for injection of dynamic power, reactive power. So usually the remote sensing devices are used to increase the network capacity for the flow management. Usually what happens in case of smart grid technology, maximum the role of data management takes place, because communication is playing a vital role in case of this. So as the data communication is playing a vital role, data management and the data flow management is playing a vital role, or its capacity, or what is the way of delivering the data, what is the flow management of the remote data, remote sensing. These all parts are very important in case of smart grid technology. So the new to enhance the capability of the transmission network, these two ways of the smart grid technologies are playing a vital role. So in this video lecture, we tried to study some of the case studies of the US based companies. What are the projects they have taken and undertaken before 2012, before the manufacturing of this text. Whatever the projects, some of the projects, highlights of those projects, and what are the main two important ways where the smart grid technology creates in improving the performance of the transmission network. That also we studied. Next part will continue in the next video lecture. Thank you.